Hello, welcome to the podcast.
I'm Violet Wave.
I'm Acorn Feather. I'm Apple Heart. We'll bring you a Boy Cat podcast. Yep.
There's gonna be a lot of editing.
Yeah. On this episode of the podcast, we're talking about ThunderClan. I personally like ThunderClan. It's my second favorite clan. I like ThunderClan too. It's my second favorite clan. It has a lot of good characters.
For me, ThunderClan would be in fourth place.
I find like a lot of people like hate ThunderClan because it's the main clan, but like there has to be a main one.
Yeah.
Like for all books.
I don't hate ThunderClan because it's the main clan. I used to really like it. I've grown to like it least though.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of good characters like Blue Star, Swallowtail, Brackenfell. There's just like a lot of good ones. Yeah, a lot of good ones.
For the ThunderClan territories, I personally like the older one better. I just find that the older one had better characters and better plot than the newer books.
Yeah, I think so too. And for like the old territory, you can more like imagine the territory than like the newer one. Yeah, I agree. I like the old one way better. And it had more like interesting plot, characters and stuff. Like I like the books better with one perspective than like three.
Also, I liked the territory better because it had better things on it than the newer one.
Yeah. For the newer territories, it's more just like the main characters running around breaking the warrior code, and then like in the old territories, they actually like had like
respect
and stuff, boundaries and respect.
And also, there was more like times in the forest in the older ones, like more training times, and the new ones just really battles and just like, oh, I'm gonna get out of my territory and like go exploring or something like that.
In the new one, I find they don't really like train with the princesses anymore. They're just like magically warriors like the next day, and it's just like annoying.
Also, I wish it would add more like moves and hunting techniques because we only know a few. It'd be nice if they invented new ones and showed us more.
And like in the code, like Battles of the Clans, they talk about like cool like moves that they do, and like they never do those anymore. It's basically just like the main characters standing around watching the battle happen, but they're actually fighting.
Also, it'd be nicer to see more Dark Forest moves because we only know about 3 of them, and because they have like more like intense moves and better ones. I feel like, well, obviously not for the code because it would break it, but they're really interesting to me, and I feel like they should show us more of them.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, like the main characters are just like kind of like breaking the code all over again. That's why I don't really like the newer books. I like the older books better because like the newer ones, the main characters are just already perfect. They get like basically like their dream life as a warrior. And it's just like kind of like annoying.
Yeah, like Bristol Frost, she got her warrior name just because she saved someone on the ice.
Yeah, and I feel like in the newer books too for ThunderClan, there's so many characters in the books, and like the Arons don't do anything with them. It's just like the background characters. Even in the Broken Code, they didn't really show, like, the family relationships, just, like, Bristol Frost. Yeah.
Also Root Spring.
Yeah. Yeah, Root Spring, too.
Honestly, he really annoys me sometimes. So does Bristle Frost.
Yeah.
Just because they're so ignorant. Like, I know, like, they're just in love with each other, but still, like, they've done way too many cross-clan relationships.
Yeah, they have.
It's kind of like, at first I really liked it, but now it just annoys me because there's way too many.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then, like, Bristle Frost, she never liked Root Spring, and then, like, the third book, she magically liked him. Yeah, because she was always, like, embarrassed by Root Spring.
I don't think that you should like someone who's always embarrassed you.
No.
Because that's not really true love. I feel like it's just like, oh, now he's a good warrior. I like him now.
Yeah. And like Root Spring, he was so jumpy and scared, but then he's all this like this confident warrior, and there's no like detail explaining that. Like how he got to that
I just feel like the writing's gotten more like less effort as the books have gone on. Like I feel like they put so much effort in the first ones, which is why they were so good. And now they're just like, well, they think they're running out of ideas, and also they're just randomly writing things, and they're not really thinking about them or putting effort in.
Made so many mistakes in the books too.
Yeah, like one time I read Amber Moon was alive when she was really dead, like in Scrowflight's Hope. And other times like that. Also, Rowan Claw being like switched genders a lot, and all these mistakes.
Yeah. And then Root Spring was mistaken as like Shadow Sight. Yeah, it's like for the Amber Moon thing. There's so many characters to pick from to go on patrol, but you pick a dead cat. It's like I get like the odd grammar mistake here or there, but really with the characters, I think that's a bit much, especially when there's a lot of like people on the Aaron Hunter team.
Also, there's a lot of repeat names. Like, I think there's either 4 or 3 Robin wings.
Yes.
At least they're all in different clans, but there's so many repeats. I know there's 2 Lark songs too.
Yes, there is.
In the same clan too.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's 2 Ash Fours.
Yeah,
Like
there's
we don't
Yeah.
we don't need more of him.
We don't even
No.
remember the one from Shadow Clan that well,
Yeah.
but like still, if you're gonna make one like the main character, don't give him the same name as someone else that happened.
Yeah, and then with the writing new books, StarClan has gotten so confusing. It's like I like StarClan, but I get why people don't really like them because it's like the Aarons aren't like explaining them really good, and the whole like spirit world thing, like that's like confusing. Like Tree can see ghosts and like Root Spring, and then the sisters like chanting for them. I find that just like weird.
What would be really cool is to see if we had a super edition about just StarClan.
Yeah.
Or like the life there, or just one about like I feel like we should get one about StarClan and one about the Dark Forest, just about like the life there and how it's going on. I feel
That'd
like
be interesting.
we know more about the Dark Forest than StarClan, so it'd be
Yeah.
cool to just have like a StarClan book about one of the main
Yeah.
characters, like Yellowfang or Blue Star from there.
It would be
and
cool if
something's
like
happened.
Moss Kit had like a perspective, but like the StarClan book.
Or Snow Kit, because
Yeah, because everybody loves Snow Kit.
Yeah, it's like just for StarClan, it's just gotten like really confusing. And I think we really need like a super edition, or at least a book explaining StarClan.
yeah, like novella with like Dark Forest, StarClan, like something else.
Tribe maybe.
The tribe would be cool to see more of.
Yeah.
I feel like
The
we only
ancestors.
saw them in one era, really, and then it's just like they don't exist anymore. I get we saw like Brooke a lot more
Yes.
because like she came to the clans, but it'd be cool to see more of the tribe life because they invented that idea and it was a really good idea, and then they kind of abandoned it.
Yeah, I think for the Aarons, instead of writing new books, they should focus more on the past. Like the tribe,
Yes.
how the Warrior Cats like force came to be. Like with like Fallen Leaves and like those characters, like how did that happen?
Yeah, it'd be cool how
Yes.
the clans got built together and
Yeah.
how they were invented, like how they invented like their positions and the first cats
their
that they
names.
found.
It's like
Yeah.
they kind of said stuff in like the novel type books, like those tall ones. But I find like those are honestly really messy. Not to like hate on the Aarons or anything, but like I just find they were really messy, and we need like more from there.
Even with like the Warrior Code, they have like a specific book for like who came up with the Warrior Code and stuff. But then one of the other books, it says like the 5 main leaders came with the whole Warrior Code.
Yeah.
So we got a bit off topic there from ThunderClan, but like going back to ThunderClan, we can like rate some characters.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Mouse 4? I really like her. I think she's a nice, fierce, female character, and like she was a bit snappy, but I think that was like
That gave her character.
yeah.
I like how it was more of like a stronger female representation.
Yeah.
Obviously, I liked her more in the beginning because there was more of her. I wish when she was an elder they did show more of her. All it really was her friendship with Longtail, and then it wasn't really like she was a strong female character because she was hiding behind him. But I do really like how it was a strong female representation in the books.
I think she was like always strong, and like the relationship with like Longtail and like Cordy made it like she was like a friendly or like elder type thing, but she still like had her like snappy side to her. But I really like Mouse 4 though.
Yeah, I really like her too, but like in the newer books, there was like when she was an elder, they didn't really show much of her anymore because she was an elder and she was just
I
like
found
in the
s-
elder den. And I kind of always forgot that she was an elder in the newer books.
I always see her as like a strong warrior, and I like how she was always loyal to Blue Star.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, sure, she wanted to follow like Fireheart, but she always stayed by Blue Star because that was like her main leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like when they did start like just basing her on Longtail, basically, I feel like that was her whole personality. And whenever I think of her, I always just think of Longtail now.
Yeah, like Mouse and Longtail. It's like always those two together. Like I like those two
I
together.
think it's sweet.
Yeah, I like those two together as friends, but like I like Mouseful as like her own
Yeah.
character.
They made Longtail her whole personality, I feel like.
Yeah, when she was an elder. And I find when she got into elder, she kind of like matured in a way from her stubbornness, but I liked how she still stayed stubborn.
But she was still very nice to the kids and like stuff like that, but she was
Yeah.
still really snappy sometimes, which I really liked that.
She's a really good warrior. I just wish that like since Mouseful and Running Wind were siblings, that they should have like talked more about like
Yeah.
their relationship together.
Yeah, I always forgot that they were siblings because they never really mentioned that.
I
No.
honestly really liked Running Wind in like the first book, but then he like died off by like Tiger Claw. It's like I wish they showed more of like the relationship together, because like I find Running Wind could have made like such a great character, but like he's underrated.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really remember him that well because he was killed off like really fast. I wish I saw more of him. Like if I saw like his own little novella in like the 3 storybooks. That would be really cool because I feel like he'd be a really interesting character if we knew more about him.
Running Wind even had a mate and a kit, but like their kits died.
Who's even his mate?
I think it was like Dappled something.
But like
I think Dappletail.
Yeah,
she's
maybe
also
that.
like really old compared to Running Wind. Like I'm pretty sure.
Like Blossomfall and Thornclaw. Thornclaw is like a grandpa
so
compared to
old.
her. I don't think that would be a good relationship because he's like a grandpa and she's just like a teenager, like for their ages. It's so crazy that there's that big of an age difference. I just think that was a big mistake. And they've had kids together now, which I just think that makes it worse. I just don't really like that age gap. It kind of weirds me out, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like Blossomfall must really like Thornclaw. It's like in the Broken Code, he's still a warrior when he should actually be an elder.
Like his siblings are elders.
Yeah, it's like Brackenfold, their siblings, they should be in the elders' den together.
Yeah, and with Brightheart.
And
I didn't mean to do that. But I just think he's way too old for her, and I kind of think the Aarons forgot how old he was.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, oh, they'd be a cute mate, and then everyone's just like, why is he so old compared to her? They're not a good mate. I think they are kind of cute together, but the age difference just does not put me past like that. Like the relationship, whenever I think the relationship, I just think age gap.
Yeah,
and
me too.
That's all I can think about them. I don't even remember what they're like together. Cause all I can think about is that age gap and that they've had kids, which kind of weirds me out even more. Because if I was one of their kids, I'd be like, what the heck? My dad's like 20 years older than my mom.
Yeah, but I guess like cat age, it doesn't really matter. But like really thinking about it, like Thornclaw's like really old compared to Blossomfall.
Some age gaps aren't that bad, but just like Blossomfalls and like Thornclaw, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and it's like they haven't really shown the relationship that just they have like a lots of kids, and like I find it's really hard to remember who their kids are because like they're just like way in the background characters.
Yeah, I don't remember who their kids are.
Yeah, I know like maybe a few of their names, but I get them mixed up with Cinderheart and Lionblaze's kids.
Lionblaze and Cinderheart had so many kids.
I can only remember one of their kids. I think I can only remember Sorrel Stripe.
I know
that's one of their kids, right?
Yeah. Holly Tuft, Fly Whisker,
Fawn Song.
Yeah,
I can only remember Holly Tuft and Sorrel Stripe from them.
Yeah,
I always thought Fawn Song was a girl.
Me too.
Me too.
It's like I see it as like a she-cat name, but it's like it's like
that's Ivy Pool's mate though.
Yeah,
all the characters, you kind of mix them all together now, and they're all like the same person because they're all in the background, and they only really focus on the 3 main characters in the Broken Code, and you don't really see any of the other ones. It's just like, who's that again? And when I hit the big jump to the Broken Code, because I was all those new cats and I was so confused. I was like, who is this? What is going on? I don't know any of these characters. I just was so confused.
Time skip a lot. It's like you see a character as an apprentice and then they're a warrior.
I mean, it helped Squirrelflight's Hope being in the middle between the Broken Code and the other one. I kind of forget its name right now. I can't think of it.
Vision of Shadows?
Yeah, I thought so, but I wasn't completely sure. Yeah, it helped Squirrelflight's Hope in the middle, but it was still super big time jump. I like how I saw how Leafpool died. Spoiler, sorry. It's nice to see that, so it's not like just like, oh, she was killed off, because I personally like her.
I like Leafpool.
So
it was nice to see that, but it was still such a big time jump, and I was so confused when I started reading the Broken Code.
Yeah, that's why I like the 4th series better, because like Fireheart or like Salt was the main character, but all the other characters played a part, like Darkstripe, like even
Ravenpaw, Greystripe,
like Swiftpaw,
Cinderpelt.
Yeah, like all of them played a part, even like Yellowfang, which I really like that. But now in the Broken Code, they just focus on the 3 main cats, and they're just running here and there. Even in Vision of Shadows, it was just like Twig Branch running all around, thinking she can do whatever she wanted. Same with Violet Shine too.
We had this idea where we would each sort our own pets into each clan.
My main cat is like Goldie, and I would say he's in ThunderClan because he's really brave and loyal. He's really loyal to me, which I appreciate, of course. And like ThunderClan cats are known to be really loyal, and he is like the leader of like all other pets, and like ThunderClan is known to be like the leader.
Me and Appleheart are like twins, so we have the same pets. We have 6 cats and a dog. My main cat though is Carrot, and I would see him as like a Winclan cat because he's like super fast and stuff. But I would also kind of see him as like a Skyclan cat sometimes because when he's outside he likes climbing trees a lot, so he's probably like half Wind Clan, half Sky Clan, but more of like Wind Clan a bit.
And he doesn't even have front claws, so like, and he still climbs trees, which that's pretty impressive.
Yes.
For me, I have 3 dogs and a cat. My main pet would be Ember, my puppy, because she's just mine. I would say she'd be like half River Clan, half Wind Clan, but I feel like she'd live in Wind Clan because she is very fast. Like, she's faster than my other dogs, and she's like 13 weeks, and they're 10 years old and 2 years old. So, but also I would say River Clan because when she goes to get a drink, she goes in the water dish.
And then we have this other cat named Bear. He is obsessed with water. Every time we turn on like the faucet, he's always still watching the water. So he'll be in River Clan.
He also has like a sleek pelt, like glossy pelt.
He's always like upbeat and like stuff. And I feel like River Clan, they can be more like the positive side sometimes. And Bear's like always friendly and stuff. I just imagine him like splashing through the water if he was a Wind Clan cat.
Yeah. And then River Clan, but we also have this other cat, Chloe, and she would definitely.
She's a feisty one.
Yes, she would definitely be in Shadow Clan. She's like more of a meaner cat. She like bites too if she's in the mood, and like
she's also very good at like sneaking and like in the shadows. She also has like a Doggo pelt, and like Shadow Clan is kind of known to have the Doggo pelts.
For me, my cat, Jake, is no stereotypical, but he is black, and I would put him in Shadow Clan. He is very mean at times. He bites and scratches a lot, and he's like sneaks up behind you, and you're like, what the heck, where'd you come from? I remember one time I went downstairs, and he was all the way upstairs, and I was in the basement, and I just turned around, there he was.
Sneaky Shadow Clan.
Yes. Well, me and Appleheart, we recently got this new cat, Mindy, kitten, and as of now, we see her like a Sky Clan cat because she just loves to climb things.
She likes to jump too, but of course she's short, so she can't really. She likes to jump on beds and everything, and she's really like playful. Yeah, and then we also have this other cat, Oliver. He would not survive a day in the wild. He would definitely be a kitty pet. He's scared of everything, coats, shoes, like you name it, just everything. He would definitely be a kitty pet.
Yeah, he stays away from me every time I'm here.
Yeah.
I have a dog named Grace. She would definitely be in Wind Clan or River Clan again. She loves to swim and she loves to run around. Any chance there's water, she'll try to get in it and play in it. And any chance she can run, she'll just run as fast as possible. She'll run away from you, but she'll come back at some point. At some point.
And then we have a dog named Ace. He would definitely be in Wind Clan. He's honestly like so fast.
He's so alert too. Like he just sees everything.
It's like, yeah, a lot of dogs are alert and can like hear really far, but like Ace can like really hear far. He would be a guard dog. He kind of like is. And I see like Wind Clan really like protective of themselves.
And so out in the open.
Yeah, out in the open, so they have to be like more alert and stuff because they can't like hide behind like trees or anything.
Ace would be a good on patrol because he just like patrols our like home outside like so much.
My last pet, Max, he would definitely not be in the clans.
No.
He has anxiety. He's literally on like the highest medication possible for this. So, and he refuses to even go outside. Like, you have to like bribe him with treats to get him out there. He's terrified of everything outside. He's terrified of things inside too. And he's a large breed and he's like older than all of our other pets really. So he shouldn't be scared, but he's terrified of everything.
Hobo and Max would be like hanging out in a 2-leg house.
They'll be best friends.
Yeah.
Make sure to comment what you think your pet to be in.
Yeah, we'll be really interested in knowing.
Also to know what your pets are like, that would be really interesting to us. And tell us as much as you want about them. We will be reading the comments.
Thanks for listening. Feel free to like and subscribe.
Make sure to follow our Instagram. That was a lot.
I posted like Shadow Clan. It's my second favorite clan.
You said Shadow Clan.
On this episode of
You're
podcast,
talking really fast again.
I thought it was slower.
for
For the ThunderClan territories, I like the old one better than the new one because I just like the old one.
Good reasoning. I forgot what I was gonna say.